Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today I am bringing you the top 4 accessories ever made for a smartphone. Let's get started. Now this all actually stemmed from one accessory that I absolutely fell in love with and I was convinced I had to do a video on. But then I thought, what are some other great accessories that I use on a daily basis that I felt everyone should know about? So these are the top 4 that I came up with, starting off with this one, the Alumu. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Kickstand 4-in-1. Now this may be something very simple looking, but it's something that I've used now for a year and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. And every influencer I've actually shown it to are like, hey, I might pick one of those up because it's so awesome. So if you haven't noticed, it does connect through a MagSafe connection. So really nice and simple, very strong magnet, and it is really good for it. So you can put it to any iPhone or any Android with a MagSafe case very easily. Now that is really nice. The other thing though is this is metal. And the reason why that is so important is because it has worked with things like foldable and heavier weighted devices that other kickstands don't always do so well or can tip over very easily. If I am holding a phone up like this, I can hit it over and it's not going to fall. However, if I use a regular kickstand, what can tend to happen is I hit it over and it immediately gets out of whack. It is very prone to just not being the same. Same with this, it just can fall a lot more easily than a nice thick metal piece can on here. And while that would have been enough being the best kickstand ever made, it isn't, because you actually have a tiny, and I mean tiny, box cutter. It's a ceramic blade, one that's sharp enough to actually cut boxes very easily. And I always need a box cutter with me, whether it's I'm opening some boxes up or any which time. It is absolutely just the best just to have that tiny little blade, enough that I can get on TSA with it, no problem. And it's awesome. It really is just great. I absolutely love this. And so this is definitely my #1 accessory, but we have some others. Now, this one I fell in love with at CES, and it is from Basis, and it is a retractable USB. Now you might think, well, Ricky, we've had a lot of these for many years. Yeah, we have, but they've always been not the best quality for one. This one's very nice, very thin, good quality cable. But this one has a very special feature, and that is it is 100 watts. Yes, you can charge a laptop with this one, not to mention every single piece of electronics that you have with you. That is very awesome. Now it is a little bit of fingerprint prone. I do like the style of this one the most, but there is a lesser known brand called Fast Gear, and I want to show alternatives just so no showing any favoritism with them. So even though I do like this one's look and style the most, and it's under 20 bucks, so really good for that. There is another one called Fast Gear. It's a little bit thicker in comparison to it, but I like that it doesn't have the fingerprint gloss that this one has that could easily be scratched, and this one is up to 250 watts. Now the reason why that doesn't matter per se is because currently nothing charges over 100 watts via USB Type-C in wide variety. Now there are things that go up to 120, no problem, but nothing up to 240. No laptop can do it as of yet because of older motherboards. So as of right now, I think this is gonna be a really good one, whichever one you go with. Both are gonna be great buys, but I just love the fact that we have really, really fast chargers. Now, is this gonna be the only USB you ever need? No, it still doesn't transfer over as fast. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I would still have another USB for transferring because this one is gonna be slower. It's, I believe, around 500 megabits per second. So it's still not gonna be the fastest in terms of transfer speed, but for all your charging needs, these are absolutely perfect. All right, now for this one, I wanted to find a charger that was 65 watts, ultra thin, and that could charge a 13.3-inch laptop, no problem. USB Type-C up to 65 watt, and then I believe the USB-A is up to 15 watts. So this one called Triblite, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and really is something that it was so compact, so nice. However, I did find out that it can only hold the 65 watt charge for about 10 minutes. So not that long, especially if you're depending on it to charge a laptop. So while I do like this one because it's generally around 20 bucks or under when it's on sale, it really is just great and compact. I have about 4 of these just because I didn't want to ever think if I had a 45 watt charge or up, and since this one was actually cheaper than most 45 watt chargers, I just ended up buying a bunch of them. However, there is a bigger one from Basis that does cooling a little bit bigger because it is bigger. And with this one, it has the same kind of connections, but because again, it is bigger, it can hold the 65 watt charge for about half an hour to 40 minutes in my experience. So this is the one that I would more so go with for your laptop charging if you needed that as well. However, this one, it goes up to 30 bucks instead of the standard 20 that this one usually is. So depending on what you need it for, if you need standard about, 45 watt charging around the house, this is gonna be great for that. However, if you do want a laptop charger, this one is gonna be the better one between the two styles. I love the thin profiles. It's just a different way of charging. Great for laptop bags so you don't scratch up your laptop so much with the bigger, chunkier charger. And then finally, we have this one, and this one is so good. It basically derives from something that Sony did a couple years back, which was, I think, a little bit better. This is still newer, so it's still finding its footing. But essentially, this is a little screen that you can charge via USB Type-C, and it mirrors from your smartphone. So you literally just mirror cast from your phone, whether it be an Android or iOS. You just cast it, basically screen mirroring, to here, and then you're good to go. So let me show you. Now for Samsung, it is going to be Smart View right here. And then I'm going to connect to this one. Once it's connected, it's going to mirror my phone onto here. Now, because I'm in a Wi-Fi connection, it's not gonna be the best. It's actually better if you're outside and vlogging and that kind of style, which is kind of funny. And you can see it has it right away. Now you can always flip it over. It magnetically connects to this little grab part. And the best part about it is it even has a hot shoot if you need an additional light for it. I just really love this. And you can have a tripod. So I would have one that I bought separately. And then I could do my video recording. Very simple, very easily, and it's great. Now, this touchscreen doesn't work per se, so you can't touch anything here. So you're still gonna have to, press the button here, or if you have a remote control, you can use that with it. I just love this ability because it's so great, just because you're in focus with this screen, and it's just so awesome. I love this ability, and it really is a game changer for anyone that vlogs and wants to vlog with their best camera. So those are the 4 best smartphone accessories ever made. Do you have a better one? Which one is your favorite? Let me know these answers down below. I'm very curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are. These are some that I just felt I had to share with you guys. And honestly, I really love all of them, and I'm gonna go back to using them. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.